This is Gerald Johan van der Waas on the educational channel related with the book Sounding Form. The book also in 2 volumes, Development of the Word and the Application of the Word. The complete study you can find in the Sounding Form with that title, and the theory alone separately will be found in the Development of the Word and some other etymological and other different approaches towards the meaning of letters, of sounds you can find in the application of the word. The whole book is about revealing a method with which to understand how letters are combined, how you can change them into a form, and this is a method which is inhibited in the natural laws of how the letters are combined. It's a method you have to learn because I will make some simplifications in the videos that you can learn it quite easily, especially this video about the vowels, and I'll make a simplification that will be understandable for everyone. So here again the vowels, and I have the next, this is the second video about vowels, the more complex vowels, the combination with O and U and A and U, so the OW sound, and this I will explain in the context of all vowels. So I'll have a quick overview of the vowels, how you can understand them quickly and how you have to understand them. So of course we hear waves, we hear the speech, and we try to make a logic from everything people are saying and try to follow it up. Some of the signals are also in the vowels and consonants that you can hear, so you try to notice these differences and act and react accordingly, and have associations that are fit to the words that are expressed. Here's a quick overview of all the vowels. The vowels, all the vowels, some of the most important vowels, including the OW vowels and the end. So all these vowels just show a direction. So you have a general direction, which is the word, which has a flow, a certain flow. And then there are some features that you can notice very easily. With these vowels, you notice the most easy large areas. Actually, that's what it is. And I will quickly go through all the vowels. The vowels are not more than opportunities in which direction you can go and change things, change your opinion, change the direction and so on. So there you have a few variations. The A is actually the general. It's a simplification, what you can see here. It's the general wave form that you can notice. It's so that you can see, there's a confirmation. It's still into the direction that I think everything is going. So it works very much like a confirmation. So when you see this, it gives a confirmation of the whole flow of things. So it gives you the idea that, okay, I have here an objectivity in what I'm talking about, what I'm understanding, so I could continue this way, like I always did. The E is more like the higher impulse. These are high frequencies and they give an influence on our thoughts as well. So it is a higher frequency, so you're actually getting an impulse that you have to change something, you have to deal something that is higher than yourself, you have to consider it. That's what it is trying to do with this letter and the places where the letter is used. The O is where you can see the breaking points. It gives you a slight brief moment of contemplation. You have a slight spatial effect there, and it allows you some time and space to come before coming to a conclusion. It gives you a slight breaking point in your thoughts. And it gives you time to gradually connect the dots, so it gives you some time for the process. The A is, there the rhythm change. You can see, okay, you have a wave, but no, I have to go slower, quicker, I have to change, I have to move. It moves a bit from your general foundation of where you start from, the rhythm where you start from. So you have to move forward, change it and adapt. This is really an active process. The U is there where the lowest frequencies are, so everything is dormant, everything is passive, everything is not more than material. It's the kind of foundation that we have. These are the foundations that we are working with, without that we have to do anything with it, actually. Sometimes you can, but these are the things that we don't do anything with it, or didn't do anything with, or are not useful even at some point. So the combinations of OU are actually, you hear a frequency which is the lower frequencies are slightly elevated. So there are different levels of development involved. There is a kind of adaptation in the leveling the things up. So even in the things that are passive, maybe they are not so dormant as we expected. So this is the focus that is focused upon in this case. So we also have to level it up sometimes. So we deal actually with the idea that the values that are normally low, passive, you can do something with it, or it is doing something, or it is showing itself much more. This is more or less the idea behind it. And now I give you examples. So you level it up gradually. Last time I will resume the vowels. So some old languages in scripts, like ancient Egyptian, the Hebrew and so on, they don't write vowels. Why not? It's not about the physical things. It's about spaces. The spaces, and in these spaces are actually your kind of reactions. With a different vowel, you have a different kind of reaction. So and a different level of reaction. So you can change these vowels slightly, and then your expectations are changing the direction in which you go. So with the A, it's always there's a stability, there's a certainty, and you can do something with it. With the O, I have here a very simple form that you can associate it with. So with the O, it means you can change something there, but over time. With the A, you are changing something with it. With the E, you are ready to change something with it and to have to integrate something new. With the U, you don't do something with it, so it's undeveloped basics more or less. So the combinations of O with U as OU, this gives you an opportunity that you gradually give it a reason to do something with it in the environment, because the O is the environment, or via the environment, it gradually adds meaning. Like OU written as OU, also with A plus U, it also gives you something to work with, some material to work with the A plus U. This is more or less the association that you can build up from here. Now the examples. Examples with OU in the two different ways how it is written. So what will happen then is that it gradually goes from O to U. The OU will have a focus. It starts from the focus on the environment, and it gradually goes towards something that goes inwardly, and it becomes integrated in a way, or it is included after a while. So it's going down, it's going inwards, and it's an environmental influence. First example is the word KOU, which is cold. It's a Dutch word, cold. So it also here, you can see the three, with the O is also as an evolution, so there are three parts of the evolution. So for here it is the evolution from O to U. So what will happen? So we have the first penetrating phase, then it goes, you feel the tension outwardly a little bit, and then you fully feel it inside. That's but you see the K is breaking apart a little bit. It's breaking apart from so this feeling is breaking apart and goes inwardly, and that is a little bit a feeling of cold. I mean that is a description more or less of what is going inwardly, but it is still breaking apart from within. So this is the effect a little bit that is described in the word KOU. Then I have KOUS, which is the next Dutch word, which are stockings. Also here you are leveling down in phases and then gradually create its effect. So it's like you go into the stockings with your feet or with whatever, and you're until you're there and until it fits from within. So it is actually the description also in the evolution, which is described in this word. You had already the example of HOZE in the last video. HOZE or house, that was a Dutch word. So of course OU, we are now talking about OU, so let's compare what we will get with house, the English word. Here you have the interaction between what comes in and comes out in different proportions, as you can see there in house. So that makes up the entries in the house and going out of the house on different levels, and you get this image that is associated with it. But with house you will get something else. So we will start again with the H, or the spatial references of all of certain values from within. And the first expression of O direction OU, U, will get an environment to it, and of course then also the inner part of it. That's the first association I got with the very first simple expression, not in three parts, but here in the first part already. I thought, okay, I will have already something from house, but actually it doesn't fit with house very much, and I wondered why not. I still don't deal with the letter E yet, or very much yet, but actually when I think about it, it's all on the outside. The U has to go inside, so I didn't do that yet. It's the first part of three only. So here I have not house, the expression of house, but actually the expression of whose. So the O only with the E, the extension, even if it is with the inner part that I painted there, I give it a color. The whose is the slip over or the cover. It is a Dutch word again, and it is also fitting in the wrapping around something. So it fits actually with that word whose. But I'm talking about house. How can I continue from here to the word house? It's because I didn't deal with the three levels. So here are the three levels on the outside. So I have to start from the extension at O. I go to the deeper extension of a combination of O plus U. And I end in the inner extension of U. So here I have already how and change it into house. House, the S is here the full effect in what I have there in innerly with the fully outer effect. So I don't have to design it as an S all the time. It is about the outer effect, the outer layers, and the outer effect is most dominant. But with the E added, what do? The E are the squares and the connections. So the squares and the connections added, then I will get more or less this form of house with all its extensions and connections. The only thing that is still missing is the directions. So the directions from that are still need to be added. So I have the direction up. Accidentally it looks a little bit like a roof on a house, but that's accidental. It's just an arrow. So in the three areas I have the upper movement. In the second part also the upper movement, and the third part also the upper movement, and of course the other way around as well. So you almost have, I didn't expect that, but almost have completely the same structure as the word house, as house. And also here you can go inside and outside, but it is more about construction. So the word house has much more the construction that is building up on the different levels, not so much the pleasantly of going inside the house, outside the house, reflecting. No, this is building up, especially with the S on the out. You can also build up structures like this. In the word house, it will be, you can express it differently as well, and you will have all kinds of variations of this idea. So I have, of course, 3 times O here. Just imagine that I just take one O out. What will I get here? I will get here a word hose, actually. The pants, the hose or the pants, the HOZE in German. It's the pants. Of course, the H is more emphasized here, and I have the interconnections that express this word very much like this as die Hose. Few more words. Then the difficulty here with AU is that we have the W at the end. The W mostly wants to say it is a bit vague. We have lots of variations, and they vary a little bit, so you can go lead them in different directions, and it is a lot of variations at the end. So, so that is actually in the W. If you emphasize the W, it even makes it more complicated, and I have that in the words raw, which is also with raw. It's in the direction of AU, not exactly, but it is in that direction. And BAU also is also build or to construct. The raw is about like raw meat. I have the association here that it is very much interconnecting the R with the W, and it's like almost like the chewing structure that you can sense in that word with all these variations in there, and that is also descriptive in that way. That's how I sense it actually. But it is correct in the way also. If you want to, if you would like to express it with mathematics, you would have more or less the same kind of structure that is as these kind of variations in between and very close together. BAU is different. Is the B is building up tension. With the O, the tension is in the environment, it's into a space, and the W is then, of course, these variations again, which at the end will express with OW, the expression that these extensions go outwardly and build up. So bowing or build up is recognizable, but it's slightly chaotic, if you would say that. And you can go any directions with this building up. Different is actually the German word BAU is the same thing as the Dutch word BAU, but they use the A plus the U. So the O can go is a construction in time that build up different concepts, and it gradually builds up further from there. BAU is much more direct. It is also German word to construct is also, the German way to construct is different than the Dutch way, or even the Flemish way, let's say then. Now, of course, you can see where it goes to. It will be much more straight. The A is also always on one line, so when it will build up, it will also do that gradually. And even better expressed is with this gradual formation of BAU. And It's gradually building up a goal into one line, and while the BAU in the Dutch word, you have a different emphasis. It's also building up gradually, but more like a process, a gradual process, what you have to think about. You can change it and so on. So it is a different way of building things, and this in language, it probably will influence us in that way as well. Of course, you can easily express from BAU the word BAUEN, and then you get here, that's the way how this German word bauen or constructing is building up. Very structured and very neat. This was Gerald Johan van Was. This was something as an addition to these books. And anyhow, thanks for watching. You can also check the website out and just follow my YouTube channel if you'd have more examples. Especially the examples will guide you to understand gradually how you have to understand vowels, consonants, and how you have to associate them with forms, and how you can recognize them in forms, and it works in all directions. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.